Sand lifts in a slow breath. A small shadow rises from the seabed and unfolds into lines, spines, stripes, then collapses into a sliding sheet that hugs the bottom. A finless serpent seems to split and braid itself. Then the illusion melts and settles as if nothing stood there at all. The water keeps its secrets. The audience is whoever dares approach. This is cephalopod camouflage, practiced like theater, with octopus predator avoidance built into every beat and pause. In a world ruled by mouths and masks, the shapeshifter that plays other animals writes safety in costume and timing. Shallow tropical flats stretch away in grey-green haze, silt, seagrass patches, rubble, and worm mounds. Here, the hunter works alone. It rummages for crabs and shrimp, probes holes with a searching arm, and reads the current for warnings. Skin is canvas and keyboard. Chromatophores darken in milliseconds. Papillae rise to add texture. Arm postures sketch silhouettes the eye expects to fear. The stage is the ocean floor, open and perilous. A wrong move invites jaws from above or ambush from below. Then the reveal, the mimic octopus, a master of bluff. What looks like impulse is method. Mimic octopus disguises, the shapeshifter that plays other animals, is a plain description of a life where confidence equals time survived. Here is the puzzle, set exactly as the core mystery asks. How does the mimic octopus choose which species to impersonate in a given moment? A striped sea snake uses two bold, banded arms held stiff while the rest vanishes. A warning for predators that have learned the cost of a bite. A spiny lionfish appears as an explosion of radiating spines, arms splayed and fluttering to sell the venomous outline. A flatfish glides when the animal welds its body into a pancake and rows along with synchronized arms, dusting the message that it is hard to swallow and ready to slip away. These set pieces recur across films and field notes, but they are not random. Evidence suggests the choice tracks threat, substrate, and audience. Against sand, high contrast stripes carry. In eelgrass, banding breaks up the body. On rubble, a different palette sells the lie. The timing is brutal. Decisions play out within seconds of detection. Mimic octopus disguise routines work only if the viewer's memory of danger is sharper than curiosity. The success leaves no trace. A predator peels off, a crab freezes, and what happened becomes untraceable in the churned silt. One hypothesis argues for a library of rules, an inherited decision tree refined by learning. In this view, mimic octopus behavior waits cues from the intruder. Direction, approach speed, height off the bottom. A long, narrow silhouette that charges triggers the sea snake display. A slow, circling hunter elicits the lionfish fan. Distant, low threats invite the flatfish glide to relocate without signaling panic. The trade-off is specificity. Too rigid, and the bluff misfires when local predator communities differ. Too flexible, and hesitation costs the window to act. A second idea centers on biomechanics and optics. The animal may select postures that its body can express with maximal fidelity under given conditions. Cephalopod. Camouflage is physics as much as paint. Stripe spacing, arm curvature, and fin-like edges read best at known distances and angles. On soft sand, arms can press and fuse into a smooth fin, selling the flatfish. In open water above dark bottom, The radial lionfish illusion throws bright, dark spokes that carry farther. Here, octopus animal impersonation becomes an optimization of renderability. Choose the costume the body and background can draw cleanest right now. The limit is anatomy. Some local models may be impossible to match, no matter the need. A third hypothesis tilts toward the audience's learning history. Predators differ in what they fear. Sea snakes hurt reef fishes that attack by rush. Lionfish spines punish mouth-gaping strikes. Benthic ambush hunters prefer to avoid awkward, laterally broad prey. Evidence suggests the mimic favors displays most aversive to the local guild. Over weeks, success refines bias. Acts that work repeat. Duds vanish. Scientists still debate how quickly this calibration happens and how much is baked into the nervous system. Nobody knows why two individuals under similar threat pick different illusions. Personality or prior wins may tip the scale. The uncertainty does not blunt the outcome. Octopus predator avoidance, multiplied by costume, keeps the actor alive. Behavior stacks on the bluff. The animal often samples with a quick, pale flash. Don't eat me, in neutral, before locking into a role. It may rotate so stripes align with the viewer's line of sight, or it may bury in sand with two arms waving as a false tail, while eyes track through the grains. When hunting, it turns the toolkit inside out. Feigns a harmless flatfish to slip within pounce range, then snaps into true form to net a shrimp under a hood of webbing. In that light, mimic octopus behavior is less a list of disguises and more a grammar, a set of rules that recombines color, texture, and arm kinematics into meaning. Octopus animal impersonation is message design. Frighten, confuse, or approach, each with its own syntax. Across this stage, the stakes stay high. A costume that buys 2 seconds can be the difference between a lunging lizardfish and a cloud of safe silt. The repertoire seems broad, but not infinite. Acts wax and wane with what the neighborhood fears. Over time, the playbook can look like it's rewriting what we thought we knew about instinct, because the audience co-authors the script. Some choices still feel impossible to explain. A perfect sea snake delivered to the precise predator that has tasted one before. A lionfish bloom timed to the flick of shadow from above. Yet the theme holds. Cephalopod camouflage plus decision rules equals survival. The sand settles. A ripple of bands, a brief fan of spines, a glide, and the actor is gone. Can becoming something else save your life? The record says yes, if timing and audience align. Mimic octopus disguises. The shapeshifter that plays other animals lingers as both title and challenge, asking how a soft body edits the perceptions of harder ones. If predator communities shift or clarity dims, the best costumes may fail, and the old grammar could fall quiet. For now, the theater continues. Clean tricks, quick choices, and the author of those choices has already vanished into the color of the floor.